Oh, well, this horse has just come to me and is going to run first time with me. And he's working well. I hope he does a good race. Hope he runs a good race.
And number 1 will be Peridot, the eventual winner in this race, who has been produced of almost about 5 wide. The Pirate in between runners, who ran 6th. Race number 143 is the one which is in question. And let's have a look at the first runner, that's Peridot. Peridot was the one, after some disappointing runs on the previous occasion, ran third being Spirit Dancer. In this occasion, winner beating Arrowhead, rated at 37 Blinkers Hood, whereas the other runner in this race is number 7 in the card, the Pirate, who's had 3 outings, all his 3 runs disappointing, ended up 6th out of 9 runners, rated at 24 one tongue strap and basket bit is number 7, the Pirate. 2 will be Ice Storm. Ice Storm ran 6th. Southern Force was the winner of this race, and Ice Storm was the one who was last at this stage, was Ice Storm, and ended up finishing on 6th out of 9 runners ultimately. Southern Force was the winner of this race, having run twice 11th in his previous occasion. In this run, ran 6th over that sprint distance, rated at 28 for tongue strap is number 2, Ice Storm. 3 will be Clement. Clement is the one who ran 6th. Chinky Pinky was the one who was well up in that front bunch, was Clement in that fighting line, given a tap or so, and looked like he would shoot through to eventually come and win this race, but ultimately the couple of horses flashing onto the scene, and Chinky Pinky got that opening in between runners to come and notch up that win, and Clement ran a close 6th, in fact, rated at 28 Blinkers, Tungster, Cross Nose Band. 4 will be Quick Witted. Quick Witted ran 9th. Impiana was the winner. Second last, in fact, was Quick Witted, and finished on ending up there itself is Quick Witted. After that, 9th, Bien Sophia ran 9th again, Bien Impiana. That's the form and credential. Impiana literally blew the field off at this in this race by winning by a margin of 8 lengths, rated at 28 Blinkers, Tungster, Cross Nose Band is number 4, Quick Witted. The Perfect Choice, who ran 9th. Pavarotti was the winner of this race, and the Perfect Choice, and FRP was the one who comes in next. These are the 2 runners, but let's have a look at the Perfect Choice, who ran 9th out of 9 runners. Last in Pavarotti's win is Perfect Choice. Chinese Swisspot of Choice House, putting Blinkers tongue strap, rated at 28. FRP, on the other hand, finished on 6th out of 9 runners is FRP. Pavarotti was the one showing a clean pair of fields, one stretching away from the field to win by 9 3/4 of length, whereas FRP ran 6th, rated at 26 Blinkers. Southern Aristocrat, Southern Aristocrat ran 4th. Bruce Almighty was the winner of this race, and Southern Aristocrat was the one who was in that 4th position and eventually finished on 4th itself in a field of 5 runners. Ran 4th ultimately is Southern Aristocrat, but no form to go by, barring that one outing in his opening outing, finishing on 2nd. Bien Baba was his subsequent runs off the frame. In this occasion, 4th out of 5 runners, rated at 22.
She's going to run her debut run this time, and she's a nicely bred filly, been working well. I think she should run well first outing, though it's the first outing, should go well.
She's actually improved over the layoff that she had. She's looking a different filly. She's working quite decently, and Akshay again is on her. She's not done much in the past, but I'm hoping that she'll run a better race this time. I've chosen to run her over 1100 meters, changed her work around to suit her more. She's looking better. Can only hope for the best.
It's 1100 meters. We have a look at number 1, Commanding Knight. This is the horse putting that red cap. Veered out of the straight course and almost went on to the adjacent track, in fact, and dropped the rider, is Commanding Knight in Hyderabad. Nevada Gold, who ran 10th. Synthesis was the winner of this race. Spirit of the Rose was the one who ran 5th. But let's have a look at the first runner is Nevada Gold, who ran 10th out of 12 to 13 runners. Synthesis was the winner, whereas number 8 in the card, that's Spirit of the Rose, who finished on 5th on this outing, was in that fighting line at one point of time, but dropped out to end up finishing on 5th out of 13 runners is Spirit of the Rose. Sporting tongue strap is Spirit of the Rose, Gusto out of Michelia, whereas Nevada Gold is out of Gusto out of Just Gold, ran 10th out of 13 runs for tongue strap, cross nose band, the winner being Synthesis. Desert Dragon comes in next. Desert Dragon ran 8th. Vivaldo was the winner of this race, and it was pouring the other day. In fact, this is the current season run. You're looking at race number 6 on the first day, in fact, and it was pouring, in fact, with visibility absolutely poor at the far corner. But Desert Dragon ultimately ended up finishing on last, in fact, in Vivaldo's win. In the silks of grey with yellow sleeves, grey cap, finished on ending up 8th out of 8 runners. Previously having run 7th in winter behind Devo is Desert Dragon. Tail of champion at a quiet lane. This one tongue strap is number 3, Desert Dragon.
Yeah, in the fourth race, I got solid power. Last week it ran third. Now better rider like Pete Tower is riding it in a mild race. The extra 200 meters should be good for the filly. Hope she'll run a far better race than last time.
Rate 20 to 45. We have a look at number 1, Sociable. Sociable was the one who ran 4th. Southern Force was the winner of this race, and Sociable was the one who was being produced almost about 5 wide in the center of the track was Sociable, and ultimately ended up finishing on 4th out of 8, 4th out of 9 runners was Sociable, having run 2nd behind Archway and 5th behind the Cash Out in his next outing is Sociable from Tungsten Crossover Band rate 41. 2 will be Turkoman. Turkoman ran 13th is Turkoman in the colors of gold with royal blue sash stripe sleeves and gold cap is Turkoman. Finished 13th, having won a race in race number 31, beating Speed 7, and second behind Likergasis of Turkoman. Ended up last, in fact, in fact, beat 2 home, in fact, is Turkoman. 13th out of 15 runners rated at 40s from tongue strap. 3 will be Champions Way. Champions Way was the eventual winner in this race. Is Champions Way won by a margin of 2 3/4 lengths. In fact, won by a comfortable margin, beating Prophecy is a Champions Way. Sanas Parakumat of Castle Queen in his opening outing as a fancied runner and lived up to the expectations by winning by 2 3/4 of lengths, rated at 39. 4 will be Cat's Whisker. Cat Whiskers is the one who finished on 4th in race number 1. Cat Whiskers finished on 4th, sporting that white cap with the the silks of a gold brown belt. Ended up finishing on 4th on the sorting. He's been pretty consistent in his winter outings, and in this run in here in summer, race number 1, finished on 4th on this occasion, 4th out of 10 runners. True Faith was the winner, rated at 36 from tongue strap. And 5 will be Crown Witness. Crown Witness ran 6th. Nezia was the winner of this race. Bangalore Summer current footage run, where in race number 28 finished on 6th out of 7 runners. Just beat 1 home on this occasion, having run 4th behind Del Pico and 6th behind Naughty Charm on the previous occasions in winter. In this run, ran 6th out of 7 runners, rated at 29. 6 will be King Pompous. King Pompous ran 4th. My Vision was the winner, and King Pompous was the one who finished on ending up 4th on this occasion, was well up with the front runners in the fighting line, and ultimately My Vision was the one who quickened well to register a win of 2 3/4 lengths, and King Pompous finished on 4th. Previously having finished on last in Stella Gold's win is King Pompous, putting blinkers cross nose band, rated at 28 is number 6 King Pompous. 7 will be Solid Power, who ran 3rd. Defining Power was the winner, and Solid Power was the one who was being produced almost 3 wide, starting to catch up with the front runner, and eventually ran ending up 3rd out of 9 runners, where Defining Power was the winner, winning by a margin of 1 3/4 lengths, rated at 20 cents. One blinkers tungster cross nose band and basket bit is number 7 Solid Power. 8 will be Air Blast. Air Blast ran 6th. Thunderstruck was the winner, and Air Blast was the one who travelled almost about 4 wide off the fence and ran 6th on this occasion, second last in fact, and eventually ended on finishing on there itself right throughout is Air Blasters. A supported a Saber Dance, rated at 25, putting Tonguestruck, Cross Nose Band, and Side Chickpeas. Thunderstruck was the one who ended up winning that race, rated at 25 is number 8 Air Blast. 9 will be Rule of Law. Rule of Law was the one who ran 12th. Thunderstruck was the winner of this race, and Rule of Law was last, in fact, and finished on there itself is Rule of Law. David Livingston out of Gleb Queen is Rule of Law, having run 6th behind Mega Success, with 3rd behind Turco Man, 6th behind Stormy Ocean, and 3rd behind Bruce Almighty. In this occasion, last behind Thunderstruck is Rule of Law. One blinkers tongue strap, rated at 20.
Actually, like it's first time running in my yard. Previously it was with the RS Sequeira, and it is like a really first run. So I'm hoping like he should run a good race. That's all. And first time for me like to bring here in Bangalore. So hope she runs a good race. That's all I can say.
She's run impressive races in Hyderabad. We are hoping that she carries that form and runs well here. But coming from Hyderabad, running for the first time here is a tough ask. Hoping for the best.
Yeah, she has been seeking the stars, been consistent in winter campaigning. I think she will run a very good race. She'll be there in the fighting line.
Maiden horse is 3 years old only, and we have a look at number 2. That's Blue Dali coming from Hyderabad, who ran 5th. Siddharth was the winner of this race, and Blue Dali was the one in the silks of purple with white Diablo, purple armband on white sleeves. Hooped cap is Blue Dali, just given a backhander or so, and ended up finishing on 5th out of 9 runners, having run 2nd in his previous outing behind Blue Dali in race number 2, and in this occasion 5th out of 9 runners being Siddharth. 5 will be Only the Brave, who ran 2nd. Original Sin was the winner of this race, and Only the Brave was the one who ran 2nd on this outing. Original Sin was the winner, having run 5th in his previous outing being Lucky Zone, and 10th being Hunting Dawn. This run finished on 2nd. Was almost in that fighting line for most part of the journey, still there, and then ultimately it was Original Sin who quickened well at the all-important end, and Only the Brave who could only finish on 3.25 lengths behind 2nd. Rated at 33 from Tungstar Crossnose Band is number 5, Only the Brave. This will be Super Sapphire, who ran 2nd. Galacticus was the winner of this race, and Super Sapphire was the one well up at the front runners. Came into that fighting line and eventually ended up finishing on 2 lengths behind the winner is Super Sapphire. Galacticus was the one who showed a clean pair of heels to quicken well, and this horse, Super Sapphire, ran 2nd. After some disappointing run, ended up finishing on 2nd. Rate is sporting Crossnose Band as Super Sapphire. Miss Maya comes in next, who ran 3rd. Detective was the winner, and Miss Maya was the one who was being produced almost about 2 deep off the fence was Miss Maya. In the silks of dark blue with light green horseshoe is Miss Maya. Ran 3rd. Pretty consistent, in fact, twice 2nd with once 3rd, in fact, is Miss Maya. But has gulped on a lot of money on the previous 2 occasions is Miss Maya, rated at 32 sporting blinkers. Tongue strap. Seeking the Stars is the next runner. Seeking the Stars ran 2nd. Devo was the winner of this race, and Seeking the Stars, who ran 2nd behind Stellantis with 4th being Elpenor, and in this occasion 2nd out of 7 runners. Well, led the field and ultimately ended up finishing on 2nd is Seeking the Stars. Roderick O'Connor out of Jazzy Jordan finishing on 2nd behind Devo, in fact, rated at 28. One blinkers is Seeking.
Yeah, well, Etosha unfortunately was having a problem of bleeding quite badly in his last start, and a start earlier than that. But I feel he's okay now. He's come right, and I think I've brought the distance down to 6 furlongs, and I think we have a great chance of winning that race.
She's a very game filly, and this is a tough set she's running. Though the set is tough, she'll run an excellent race.
He had a problem. He had a bleeding problem. He was banned from racing for a long time, and then later on, by the time he came right, it was nearly April, and it was very hot in Bombay, so we never ran him again. He's okay now. He's doing well in Bangalore climate. He's suiting him, and I think he'll run a very good race.
On his 1200 meters, we have a look at number 1 Kensington Court, who ran 3rd. Siege Courageous was the winner of this race, and also coming up will be number 11 in the card. That's Ultimate Striker, who finished on 9th is Ultimate Striker. But let's have a look at the first runner coming up for scrutiny is Kensington Court. Has been running very frequently in last winter and ran 3rd out of 10 runners behind Siege Courageous. 3rd right throughout was Kensington Court from Blinkers Tungster Crosses Man, rate 64. Number 11 in the card, that's Ultimate Striker, was the one who ran 8th on the starting, was a previous start winner, beating Altair on this occasion. 9th out of 10 runners, rated at 47. 2 will be Michigan Melody, number 5 Mystic Eye, and number 6 Sky Fire. These are the 3 runners we have a look at, but let's have a look at Michigan Melody's credential. 4th out of 11 runners being Siege Courageous on the previous occasion. This is the summer current run you're looking at, whereas the other run in this race is number 5 Sky Fire, who ran 9th. After that, 2nd being Delmar, and 6th being Anakin. In this occasion, 9th being Siege Courageous, and number 6 Number 5, Mystic Eye was the one who ended up finishing on 10th out of 11 runners. Just beat one home on this occasion in race number 3 this summer is the Mystic Eye. Green Coast out of Destiny is Mystic Eye, rated at 53 spinning blinkers. Tongue strap is number 5, Mystic Eye. Michigan Melody ran 4th on this outing. 3 will be Etosha. Etosha was the one who did not complete the course. In fact, Ashwayudhveer was the winner of this race. Traveled almost about 3 wide off the fence over the final 1,000 meters. And then Etosha was the one who did not complete the course. Veering gradually, in fact, is Etosha. And then ultimately shied away to the sand track and stopped galloping. Well, we have a look at Vijaya Falcon. The eventual winner in this race is Vijaya Falcon, up there in front and quick and well or the all-important end to win by a margin of 6 3/4 lengths was Vijaya Falcon, having run 3 times in the money in last Mysore, rated at 58 for boarding. Tongue strap is number 4, Vijaya Falcon. And the next runner coming up will be number 7, Own Legacy. Own Legacy was the one who ran 7th out of 8 runners, is Own Legacy. Footsteps in the sand out of Miss Quality is Own Legacy, and finished on 7th out of 8 runners. Led the field for most for a journey, and drop back is Own Legacy's from tongue strap, rated at 52 is number 7, Own Legacy. Super Kind and number 12, General Pattern are the 2 runners. Super Kind was the eventual winner in this race. Super Kind, having won 2 outings in last winter and once 4th behind the Republic Power, with 7th behind the Jokshan is Super Kind's one blinkers tungster basket with cross nose band, rated at 50 is Super Kind, whereas number 12 in the card is General Pattern, who ended up finishing on 5th after some disappointing runs on the previous occasion. General Pattern ended up 5th out of 9 runners, being Super Kind, rated at 44. Tungster cross nose band is number 12, General Pattern. Moonshot. Moonshot ran 5th. Snowfall was the winner of this race, who won a race in race number 21, beating Indian Cruise, and then later on ended up 4th behind Claudius, with 5th out of 10 runners behind Snowfall. On this occasion is Moonshot. Multi-dimensional out of One Giant Leap. Beautifully bred horse is Moonshot, finishing on 5th out of 10 runners. 5th right throughout, rated at 49. Tongue strap is number 9, Moonshot. Number 10 will be Lotta Brunnen. Lotta Brunnen ran 11th. Scribbling Hopper was the winner of this race, and Lotta Brunnen was the one ended up 11th, having finished on 3 times in his previous occasion in the money. 3rd behind Devil's Magic, 2nd behind Starry Wind, and 2nd behind the Inheritor. Finished 11th on this occasion, rated at 48. One side chick piece is number 10, Lotta Brunnen.
So Moon's Blessing ran 2 weeks back. She ran a 6. We just took a chance. We thought maybe with the fitness she'll be able to make it, but 6 was probably sharp. She's got a 3-point drop, running in the bottom class. She's running a mile. She's bred to go longer. Unfortunately, we've not programmed her in the previous seasons to go longer. We're trying to do that now. But the race is very open. You have Rasputin, you have High Command, you have Ashwamagadhira. The race is really, really very open. Tag O'Shea is riding her, so maybe that would make a difference. We are hoping for the best.
She's a nice filly. She had very good form as a 3-year-old. Ran 2nd in the Bangalore Guineas. I think we've made a bit of a mess of a campaign last year, in the sense that we've been running in 6 and 7 furlong races when she's actually bred to go much further. So we're stepping her up to a mile, and hopefully she goes well in this race. Tag is an Irishman, but he bases himself in UAE, in Dubai, for the winter every year. So since their season runs from November to April. He doesn't ride much in Europe now, but he's been champion jockey in the UAE 11 times, and he's the reigning champion. He was, I think, 3 years in a row he's been champion there. Over the course of his career, he's ridden 1,500 winners. He's ridden winners at Royal Ascot. He's been champion apprentice twice in Ireland when he was an apprentice. He rides out at 53 kgs. He's a good experienced jockey. He won a Group 1 last year on the Dubai World Cup night when he won on the Golden Shaheen on Switzerland. He's well respected, and let's hope he clicks well for us over here and he has a good, fruitful stay during the Bangalore summer season.
Rasputin is my first runner for the Bangalore summer season 23, and I hope he does well. It's a tough set. If you see, there's a Hyderabad horse who's had 3 wins, but he's been put in the deep end too soon. There's a horse who's run second in the Mysore Derby. There's a horse who won the Mysore Guineas. It's a little tough set. I hope my horse, Mile may be a little sharp. I hope he runs well.
Yeah, no, he was a bit backward, so he didn't end up running until last monsoon. So then he had a bit of a setback in winter, so he's only run a few races. He's quite lightly raced. So he's going very well, and I think he's got a very good chance in dropping back into handicap company.
First time he ran 1100 meters. He was a very immature horse, but he needed one experience. So PS rode him, he gave a nice education run. And he's always been a staying horse, but we took a chance in the race. He came and he just got beat after subsequently he ran the maiden and 2 millions. He's won well. My only problem is the handicappers gave him a very high rating. I don't think any 3-year-old got such kind of a rating at 66 in Bangalore in the last 15 years. I hope he runs to my expectations. He's a decent horse, but he's running with matured older horses, so we have to see.
Horses rate 60 to 85. We have a look at number 1, Kancha, who ran third. Salento was the winner of this race. This is the Hyderabad run you're looking at, where Kancha was the one who has been produced. The widest of all is Kancha, starting to catch up with the front runner and ultimately ended up finishing on third in the Derby behind Salento. Subsequently, he was withdrawn, lame on left 4 and suffering from fever, and was withdrawn in that subsequent race here in Bangalore in race number 137, where in the Invitation Cup, where Juliet won, rated at 80s from tongue strap. And 2 will be Moon's Blessing. Moon's Blessing ran third on this occasion. Just given a tap or so was Moon's Blessing. Responded to the urgings and ended up eventually running third out of 8 runners. Fast Train was the winner of this race. And Moon's Blessing finished on third, rated at 80s. From tongue strap is number 2, Moon's Blessing. 3 will be Rasputin. Rasputin ran 6th. The Northern Lights was the winner of this race, and Rasputin was the one who was starting to catch up with the front runner. Came in from that back bunch to run 6th out of 10 runners is Rasputin. Northern Lights was the winner of this race, previously having beaten Zarak by a margin of 9.5 lengths, and in this occasion ran 6th out of 10 runners in a terms race for tongue stop eye patch Dabadi bit rated at 80. And 4 will be Shubhankar. Shubhankar ran 7th, back-to-back wins on the previous occasion, and 4th behind Fawcetti, but on this occasion 7th out of 9 runners. De Villiers was the winner of this race. Sporting tongue strap and cross nose band, rated at 71 is number 4, Shubhankar. 4 will be Ashwamagadira. Ashwamagadira ran 12th. Mira was the winner of this race, and Ashwamagadira being produced almost about 4 wide, and ended up eventually finishing on 12th out of 18 runners, in fact, where Mira was the winner of this race, and Ashwamagadira ended up in that pack bunch, finishing on 12th out of 18 runners, having run third in the Bangalore Derby behind La Reina is Ashwamagadira, rated at 70. Mira was the one managed to win by a length. 6 will be Trevilius. Trevilius ran 8th. Juliet was the winner of this race, and Trevilius was the one who was in that last position, in fact second last position, and ultimately ran 8th out of 11 runners, where Juliet was the winner, is Trevilius, having run 4th in the Derby. Bangalore Derby behind La Reina is Trevilius in race number 94. Tungstar basket bit rated at 70, but a mighty good performance coming in from Trevilius in the Calcutta Derby, having finished second behind Success. Half length was the verdict between the first 2 runners. 7 will be Royal Grace. Royal Grace ran 11th. Pride's Angel was the winner, and Royal Grace is out of Lettermore, out of Kirkinella is Royal Grace. Finished on 11th out of 11 runners, but pretty consistent in his early part of Hyderabad season, and subsequently never showed that form, having finished on 11th out of 11 runners in race number 167 from Tungstar Crossnose Band, rated at 68. 8 will be Douglas. Douglas ran 4th. Shamrock was the winner of this race, and Douglas was the one who was 4th at the stage under the whip, and ended up eventually finishing on 4th out of 8 runners. Shamrock was the one who won by a margin of 2.5 lengths. Previously 7th being all attraction, rated at 66 for tongue strap, and rubber bit is number 8, Douglas. 9 will be High Command. The eventual winner in this race was High Command. And this is the horse which has maintained form and consistency right throughout the Hyderabad season, having run second behind She Can, winner beating Warwick. Thereafter beat Siddharth and then repeated that winning form, beating Viraccio by a margin of 4 lengths. In fact, as High Command. Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 66, is number 9, High Command. Well, Victoria Punch was the winner of the 1000 guineas last winter, having beaten Philosophy, and subsequently ran 5th in the Oaks behind Mira, 10th in the Derby behind La Reina, and in this occasion 7th out of 8 runners. Northern Lights was the winner. The Super Mile Sporting Blinkers Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 65, is number 10, Victoria Punch. 11 will be Fortunate Son. Fortunate Son ran 6. Charlie was the winner of this race, and Fortunate Son was hemmed up for room at a crucial point of time, and then had to be switched over on the outside, inside in fact, to come, and eventually ended up finishing on 6th out of 11 runners is Fortunate Son. Previously winner beating Great Guns, and this occasion 6th out of 11 runners. Charlie the winner, rated at 62, Spun Tungster Crossnose Band.
Well, again, she's come to me recently from a different trainer. She's working very well, and I have got a foreign rider, Tagosha, riding her. I hope she does well in this race.
Top Dancer, she's a winner in her last start. She's working good. She worked good the other day, and I think she'll run a good race.
He's definitely an improved horse, but again, he's just running with better horses now than last time, and I hope he makes it.
1400 meters. We have a look at number 1, Eridani. Eridani was the one who ran 3rd. Always Happy was the winner of this race, and Eridani was the one in the silks of white with pink disc, light blue hoop sleeves. As Eridani came and eventually ran 2nd on the sorting, with Always Happy eventually winning this race by a margin of 2 1/4 lengths. Originally 3rd, awarded this by the stewards, and ended up finishing on 2nd. Ultimately is Eridani's Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 41. And 2 will be Impiana. Impiana was the one who finished on 4th. Was a winner in race number 100, beating Klockner, and 7th being Serenius, 4th being King of War, rated at 40. Tungster Crossnose Band is number 2, Impiana. Number 3 will be Top Dancer, the eventual winner in this race, waiting to launch an assault, and ultimately ended up winning this race by a margin of 3/4 of a length, beating Macron as Top Dancer. This is the last winter run, having run 9th in his previous outing behind Twilight Flame. In this occasion, well, fought out the issue with Macron, and ultimately Top Dancer emerged victorious by 3/4 lengths. Tungster, rated at 40. And Emma is the one who finished 6th. Disruptor was the winner, and Emma was the one in that mid-pack in the silks of royal blue with white sleeves, quartered cap, as Emma, who was a winner in his last starting, beating Activated. And in this occasion, 6th out of 7 runners being Disruptor is Emma, when Blinkers Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 38. 5 will be Mighty Zoe. Mighty Zoe is at a shifting power at a Dover's Heel, was the surprise package on that day, and literally flew in the last part, had to be ridden out vigorously, came and emerged victorious to win by half a length, beating Ahern is Mighty Zoe. Shifting power at a Dover's Heel, Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 38, is number 5, Mighty Zoe. Well, 6 will be Chinky Pinky. The eventual winner in this race is Chinky Pinky. Finished 7th in his previous starting behind Santorino, and in this occasion, winner beating the Athabasca by a margin of a nose, in fact, with Chinky Pinky and Athabasca battling it out, and ultimately it was Chinky Pinky had the final say at the post, winning it by a nose, and the Athabasca running 2nd, rated at 30. From Blinkers Tungster. Solo Prince, late Bentagia is the Solo Prince, who ran 2nd. 4th behind Classic Charms. 2nd out of 11 runners behind 4-Wheel Vision is Solo Prince. This is race number 172 you're looking at. Sporting Blinkers Tungster, rated at 29, is number 7, Solo Prince. And the 4-Wheel Vision was the one who emerged victorious to win by 3/4 of a length. Burning Arrow comes next. That's the last runner for the day, is Burning Arrow. Well, the winner being Accumulate, and Burning Arrow was the one as had 3 outings, 9th being the Republic Power, with 7th being Disruptor. In this occasion, 8th out of 8 runners. Last in Accumulate's win is Burning Arrow. Ivory Touch at Cozumel, rated at 28. So that's why in the pre of today's races. We'll join you tomorrow. Until then, thank you from all of us.